School traffic is a large problem in the US. As students get dropped off and picked up, they can create lots of traffic and therefore lots of emissions. So how can we make this traffic problem go away? The issue is that up to a third of morning rush hour traffic is caused by people driving to school, and this means that school children and staff can be exposed to the pollutants that come with the traffic. This graph from Burlingame's 2030 Climate Action Plan shows that over half of Burlingame's greenhouse gas emissions are from transportation, and that's almost double that of the second most, which is commercial and industrial energy. This graph shows what Burlingame's greenhouse gas emissions can quickly become, since from 2005 to 2015, transportation grew 9% in their greenhouse gas emissions. This is BIS on a non-school day, and as you can see, there's not much traffic around. But on a school day, during the school rush hour, you can see there's over 50 cars that are lined up trying to drop off their students in the drop-off zone. This is also BHS, which also doesn't have much traffic, except for some regular traffic at California. But during the school day, during the school rush, you can see that there's lots of traffic on California, and on Carolyn, there's a large backup from people exiting the drop-off zone from BHS. This is the Toyota Corolla, which is one of the most common cars in the US, but the EPA says that it pollutes 400 grams of CO2 per mile. So for one school, you can multiply the number of days of that school and the number of students and get your annual footprint. But for BHS, this is 1,000 students, which is a fraction of the total body, times 180 school days, times 800 grams for 2 miles, which is 144,000 kilograms of CO2. And that's only 1 year. BIS is only slightly better, with 685 students, also a fraction, times 180 days, times 800 grams for 2 miles, which is nearly 100,000 kilograms of CO2. And it's also only 1 year. But pollution isn't just tailpipe pollution. There are other types of pollution, like tire pollution, which means that electric vehicles aren't pollution-free. They also have other types of emissions. Some possible solutions are that we could widen the road more. So you'd have more lanes, maybe less waiting time, your turnaround may be quicker, but you'd still have a bottleneck in the drop-off point. You'd need to remove property, and you need to have millions in developmental and construction costs. However, we could just go EVs. Yes, you'd get less tailpipe emissions, but there's still some emissions, there's still congestion, and there's no change in turnaround time. Some more realistic solutions are that you could walk. Walking takes no gas, there's no tailpipe emissions, and it's free exercise. Even getting dropped off a couple blocks away and just walking to school helps to minimize your emissions and to alleviate traffic near the school zone. Then there are bikes and e-bikes, which are slower than cars, but they also take no gas, no tailpipe emissions, and they're still cheaper than cars. This study from Safe Routes to School shows that students who bike or walk to school can demonstrate improved test scores and better school performance, among other things. And so if you ever find yourself in this situation and think, how could we make this traffic go away? You should think that you're not stuck in traffic, but that you are the traffic. But you can become the better traffic and just get dropped off a couple blocks away and avoid the congestion around the school.